baby. We jumped hurdles to get here.
Wow.
We fought all the obstacles.
Yes.
Getting paid less than. And we do it with grace. We do it with grace because if we speak up too much, we're considered angry. I'm trying to give you lessons here.
So it looks like the drama between Taraji and Oprah is getting messier because the internet is running wild with all sorts of rumors and theories about them. And now people are suspecting that Taji is about to file a lawsuit against Oprah for blacklisting her and trying to intimidate her. Taraji is reportedly sick of getting the heat because she spoke her truth about getting underpaid and mistreated, according to sources, despite Oprah and Taji keeping things cool in public. There's actually been a really nasty feud between them behind the scenes. Apparently, Oprah is really angry with Taji because she feels like Taji rants about being underpaid, and it's what's caused The Color Purple to flop at the box office, and she does not plan to let that slide now. Taraji, on the other hand, is not sitting around with her arms folded, either because she is fighting back with everything she has, even if it means dragging Oprah to court. Okay, so most of y'all already know by now Taji and Oprah have been at it for weeks now. After Taji slammed Oprah for underpaying her to star in The Color Purple, she revealed that she almost had to pass up on the film cause the initial offer was too disrespectful, and even after weeks of negotiations, Oprah in the studio still refused to pay her what she's worth.
We do it with so much grace and get paid half the price of what we're worth. And that becomes difficult. I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. And if I can't fight for them coming up behind me, then what the fuck am I doing? I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, don't apologize.
And then
And
they
it's so
tell me we
glamorous,
don't
yes.
translate overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing that my entire career, 20 plus years in the game, and I hear the same thing, and I see what you do for another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face.
When you see a black woman up here, baby, we jumped hurdles to get here. We fought all the obstacles.
Yes.
Getting paid less than. And we do it with grace. We do it with grace because if we speak up too much, we're considered angry. I'm trying to give you lessons here.
Now, mind you, Taji is a Golden Globe winner and an Oscar nominee, but this is what she has to go through by the hands of greedy Hollywood producers. Oh baby. But Taraji was not done calling out the bee. She later spilled the tea about how Oprah in the studio wanted the actors to drive themselves from set every single day. Taji was not having that, and she went off on them. Oh, and let's not forget these are rental cars, so any damage that's done to them is going to be paid for by the actors out of their own pockets. She said, I can't drive myself to set in Atlanta. This is insurance liability. It's dangerous now they robbing people. What do I look like taking myself to work in a rental car? So I was like, can I get a driver or security to take me? I'm not asking for the moon. They're like, well, if we do it for you, we got to do it for everybody. We'll do it for everybody. It's stuff like that stuff I shouldn't have to fight for. I was on the set for Empire fighting for trailers that wasn't infested with bugs now. When Taji exposed all this, a lot of people were really angry because this wasn't the first time a black actress had to go through this kind of hell while working for Oprah. In fact, the first person to publicly call Oprah out on this was Monique, when back in 2009 she starred in the film Precious. The film was co-produced by both Oprah and Tyler Perry and directed by Lee Daniels. Things initially went well during the shoot of the film, but the real problem came when award seasons came around and the actors were expected to do promo runs to promote it over, and Tyler were being dumb cheap with this press run and refused to pay Monique another dime for the promo. To add insult to injury, they only paid her $50K to do the movie, which is pretty low and very disrespectful considering the blockbuster hit that the film went on to be. So for them to shamelessly demand her to go on this press run with no payment is crazy. And mind you, her doing press runs was never in that contract to begin with. Monique, he obviously said no, and that's when Tyler and Oprah made it their life's mission to ruin her career. They started flooding the tabloids with narratives about her being difficult to work with, so direct and producers would stay away from working with her.
You had difficult demands.
I want to address it for the order that it went in. And when Mr. Daniels say I had these demands, it shocked me because I was saying to the screen, Don, please ask him what the demands were. And actually, there were no demands. There was a request from the movie studio, and they called and requested that I fly to France for the Cannes Film Festival. I simply said I respectfully declined. Because if you can remember at the time, there was a talk show called The Monique Show. I was doing a comedy tour. I was actually in the award season of the awards, and I'm also a wife, and I'm a mommy. So when they called, I had a couple days just downtime. I wanted to spend that with my husband and my kids. So when we said we respectfully declined, the movie studio called back again. And they said, okay, well, we'll upgrade her hotel room. And my husband simply said again, we respectfully decline. She's gonna take this time with her family.
Yeah.
Well, when the third call came and they said, what is it gonna take to get Monique to France, to the Cannes Film Festival? And my husband said, is there a number associated with it? And they said, oh, we would never pay for anyone to do any promotions for a movie. And we said we understood, because what people didn't know was I was paid $50,000 to do the movie Precious. And it really wasn't about the money, and I'm not complaining because I signed up to do it with my friend.
Yeah. But
So
you're,
when the movie-
you're saying that because you didn't have the money to do this on your own. Is that what you're saying? That you needed to
Well-
feed your family and pay your bills?
I think that's what America says.
Yeah.
I think we all say I can't do it for free.
Right.
So when the movie studio says we can't set a precedence and pay you to do this, we didn't have an issue with them.
Okay.
But that's when the reports came that now Monique is being demanding and she's being difficult. They had a request, we simply had a request, and they said they couldn't do it, and we said we understood.
Monique has barely been able to get casted for any major film since that, and now she relies very heavily on her stand-up to put food on her table. So as you can see, she was pretty much punished by Oprah and Tyler for simply speaking out about being mistreated, but despite Monique constantly calling Oprah out on her BS over the years and demanding an apology, Oprah shut her out. And with everything that's been going on recently, people are saying that Oprah is treating Taraji the same way she did Monique. See, when Taraji initially spoke out, the PR team tried to do some damage control because they didn't want Taraji's rants to ruin the film. Taraji was supposedly forced to put up a post praising Oprah, so people would stop the negative narratives about her in the film. Taraji posted a photo of her and Oprah from the press tour calling Oprah a beacon of light and praising her for being supportive. Miss Oprah has been nothing less than a steady and solid beacon of light to all of the cast of The Color Purple. She told me personally to reach out to her for anything I needed. And I did. It took one phone call, one conversation, and one decision-making Black woman to make me feel heard. Oprah also followed it up with a post of her own showering Taraji with praises and inviting her into sisterhood. Long admired Taraji, she can make you laugh, cry, cheer, and feel everything in between. But I had no idea she could sing. Taraji, the actress, of Force Taraji, the singer, a complete revelation. What I love about her trail of Avery is that she plays her like a woman who not only sang the blues but had lived the blues only Taraji could do. That she shared that her late father once told her, "You're going to be one of the greatest actresses alive, but wait till the world hears you sing. Taraji, the stage is yours." And I already see standing ovations for you. I'm fiercely welcoming Taraji to the Purple Sisterhood. However, these posts did not do anything cause people had already started to boycott the movie. See the film. Kickoff during its opening weekend did very well with over 188 million worth of tickets sold. But these numbers quickly reduced. The film has now only made 55 million out of its projected 140 million. And just like Monique, reports are claiming that Oprah is already using her connections to blacklist Taraji. But see, unlike Monique, Taraji does not plan to hop from interview to interview calling Oprah out because she knows Oprah is just going to deny it, although nothing's been confirmed. Several months. Media reports suggest that Taraji is already planning to take the legal route to clear up all this mess. The streets are also speculating that the lawsuit will highlight her low pay and the unfavorable working conditions. This is a mess. and if there's any truth to what the sources are saying about Taji, Sue, and Oprah.